Hey, how's it going? I should have made a video on this collar, but I'll get around to that. I'm wanting to make a different color pretty soon, so I'll try to make a video for that one. But for now, I'm just going to make a quick bracelet, and I'm just going to use the basic cobra weave, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips to help make your bracelets better, because I've been making them for years, and I came up with a few things to make them a little bit better. And I just had an idea to take out a few of the strings to make it not as thick, because these come out just a tiny bit too thick for my preference, and the typical latch is a little bit thick. So I'm going to go with one of the smaller ones like this, because I can comfortably wear this one with a watch all day. This was using measuring string, like construction string, just because I like the green color. I use it for fencing. But here's one of the quick release ones. But anyways, I'm going to use these smaller buckles here. They're about $3 at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to grab one of those. And I'm going to use this banana yellow and black. I think that'll be a pretty cool color. So I don't want to take out all the strands on the inside, because I don't want to get rid of the whole point of having a paracord bracelet, which is to have the strings inside if you're camping or something and you want to make some fishing line or anything like that. But I just want to make it a little bit thinner. Usually I make it about as tall as me, so it's about 6 feet. I'll just cut them both about 6 feet, and then I'll show you what I do here. But let's take a small strand real quick and just see how many strands are in it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands. So what I'd like to do is just take out 3 of them on each. One. So I want to do this without taking them all out. So I might have to do one at a time or something like that. The only other tip that I would give is to make the bracelet a little bit loose. So that's the main thing I was going to hit on, because a lot of guys like to cinch it up really tight, and I can show you the difference in a tight one and a loose one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 2 more of these. Let me see if I can take 2 at a time. Alright, so I want the shorter strand in the middle. That's going to be the one that goes around the wrist, and the longer one on the outside. And this is the way I like to do the bracelets. Some people will make it go all the way back and forth, and the problem with that is you can't get it perfectly sized. So I like to do it this way. But I'll show you at the end here what I'm talking about. But so you want it to come from the top, so you can go over the top here. So shoot it through the top, pass it through the loop, alrighty. So now I got that short strand on the inside and the longer strand on the outside, and that should be long enough. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to make a little 4 and take the outs. You're working with both the outside strands only. So you take a little 4, boom, pass it through. Cinch it up. And now a lot of people will tell you to tighten this up. Maybe just the first one, because you want to get those knots real tight together at first. But then you'll notice the one knot that's going vertical, not the horizontal one, but the vertical one. So you're gonna work on that side. So I'm gonna work this one here, make opposite 4, take the other one and go over and under. And on the second knot, I'm just going to work it real light, because you want the bracelet to be kind of loose like this. Just makes for a better bracelet. I'll have to find another tight one to show you the difference, but see, this one's real light, real loose. It feels a lot better. You don't have to break it in or anything like that. So now see, I got the vertical knot going up, so I'm gonna work on that side. Over and under, boom. Now this side. There we go. Yep. Alright, so now I have the black on the outside, which is kind of cool because, like, you know, the black kind of looks good on the outside of the yellow. So that's all you gotta do is just switch the side. No big deal. So I got the vertical knot there. So I like to do it a little tight on this first part just to get a good foundation. Then after that, like this one here, I'm going to start going really loose. Let's see, the shorter strands are in the middle here. So I'm thinking I might need to add one more. Let's tighten it up. That's really cool. I think it's actually perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and complete it. Just pass it through right there. And for this one, I'll go down to the next knot. Pull this all tight together. And for these, I usually like to work on one at a time. Might be smart to do both since they're right next to each other though. Just to be safe, I'm going to do one at a time. Because if it falls back through at this point, it's a little difficult to get it back. You just want to heat it up for a little bit. Use the lighter to smash it around there. Blow it a little bit, and you can move to this side. Before you do it, just make sure it's tight. Leave just a tiny bit of slack. And do the same. You can kind of heat up the other one too to kind of melt them together. And clean it up a tiny bit. You can clean it up a little more with the lighter if you melt it more and then cut off pieces, but I don't really care. It doesn't have to be perfect. So for this one, just for demonstration purposes, and plus they're right next to each other, let's go ahead and do them both together and see what happens. Almost got away from me there. If you're worried about them coming undone or anything, you can go back to the other underside here and kind of melt it all together a tiny bit. You don't want to do it too much because it'll make it uncomfortable, but that should do. And there it is. Alright, so it's not very noticeable to take the strings out. You might want to take out some more and just leave a couple. But notice how much smaller that little hinge is there, or little thingamabobber. So now I can wear it comfortably with a watch. Perfect. So I'm about to go to work. I usually wear a G-Shock. And let me see how it does. Usually it's a little too bulky if you wear a normal one, but yeah, it looks pretty good. But actually see with this smaller hinge, you can kind of put it up that way there, and it doesn't get in the way. That's very comfortable. I can wear that all day with no worries. Alright, thanks for watching.